What's going on? It's your main man Wade live and direct, reacting to rappers' most dangerous interviews. So, without further ado, here we go.
One rapper almost popped the interviewer for asking him a question, and Gucci Mane went crazy.
No freaking way. No freaking way that guy just put out an AK-47, a gun. I don't know what gun he pulled out. There's no way that is real. That is no way that's real. No, let's go back. No way that's real.
One rapper almost popped the interviewer for asking him a question, and Gucci Mane went crazy.
How can you fit that gun inside your shorts?
These are rappers' most disrespectful interviews. And we got to start things off with Broke as F, because Broke is an upcoming rapper from Jacksonville, Florida, that's been buzzing lately for doing crazy stuff. In an interview with Hood Rick Kevin, Broke was high off the lean and getting annoyed with the interviewer because he felt like the interviewer was asking him too many questions.
What you mean you had to like what you mean by that, bro?
It's an interview. What you mean?
You can ask me that. You want to see what happened?
Man, these guys ain't about nothing. They a bunch of sensitive rappers, man. Golly, I ain't never seen so many sensitive rappers.
Broke warns Hood Rick Kevin that
if you ain't got no gun, you cannot fight, him a certain
question. A few minutes later, Broke
lame.
gets up and walks out of the interview since he was pissed that Hood Rick Kevin kept asking him a certain question. He got even madder when Kevin asked him if he needed an Uber.
Oh my God.
Well, you know you got a ride. You can't even leave. You need a ride, man. If you don't sit your little sensitive tail down, boy.
Oh my drive. I need no ride. Get
man.
Oh, bro. What's up with you, bro?
Man, sit down.
Sorry, I was silent.
You was not about nothing. Sit down.
I understand, but I can help you out, man. No, saying like it's not that serious.
Thankfully, Broke didn't
It
actually
ain't
pop
that
the
serious
interviewer
at
since he
all.
was extremely high and irritated. But now, let's move on to Kodak Black, because Kodak's career had been filled with controversies, including an incident where he got up and walked out of an interview with Hot 97.
Okay, I seen this one.
Asked Kodak a sensitive question.
I
The
understand
interview
that.
ended.
I
The interview
understand
happened
Kodak.
back in 2018 when he was doing a press run to promote his album, Dying to Live. Kodak sat down on Hot 97 to initially talk about his music and his lifestyle. At that point, things got tense. The interview only lasted about 17 minutes before things got weird. Ebro starts off by asking Kodak if he likes doing interviews. Kodak told him he liked it and just appreciated being free. Ebro asks if it's because deep down, he knows something bad is coming. And Kodak gets pissed and tells him off.
So this is your first time going around doing interviews. How do you feel about it? You having fun?
It's great. I like it.
You having fun? What do you like the most about it?
Just being out here, that's it.
Being free.
Hey,
But you know there's something potentially bad around the corner, so you're enjoying it as much as you can.
suck a baby. That's it.
Wait, suck a child's?
Like a baby.
Ebro doesn't seem to like
What?
Kodak's response to the question. The interview continues on with Kodak and Ebro throwing subliminal shots at each other. At the same time, Kodak gets more and more pissed. Ebro then tells Kodak it's a pleasure to meet him and brings up an assault case Kodak had hanging over his head, which only made things worse.
Get into details today. But you know, we take sexual assault here serious, and we can't, get into details, but we hope, to have you back so we can have a deeper conversation about that, because, this is a serious topic and we're hearing these stories a lot.
This completely pissed Kodak off, since it was an open case at the time. And for the next few minutes, Ebro and Kodak mean mug each other. That's when someone tries changing the subject by asking Kodak if he thinks the moon landing was fake. And Kodak feels like they are picking at him.
On the show today that for some reason I just have a hunch that you would care about. The idea that landing on the moon was a conspiracy. Kodak, do you believe that our moon landing in 1969 actually took place?
Y'all talking about.
Ebro then continues asking Kodak if he was mad that he brought up the case, and Kodak tells them to change the subject or he's going to walk out. Since they were picking at him, and seconds later, since they didn't change the subject, Kodak walked out.
You seem upset that I brought it up.
I don't like that.
Like, going shit, like, y'all be entertained by bull. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like, change the subject. I'm finna walk out.
We'll change which subject?
Just whatever. Like,
No, they tried to change the subject. They was talking about the moon landing.
that's bull.
Yeah, come on, yeah. Don't play with Kodak,
Well, I was
bro.
saying, I think
We don't have to talk about nothing else. We could be done right here.
All right, I'm gone. Say less.
Kodak do not need
It
y'all.
seemed like from the beginning of the interview, Ebro wanted to pick with Kodak since he knew what he was doing. But Ebro isn't the only interviewer to bring up a sensitive topic and make a rapper go off on him. Because Adam 22 did the same one day with FYB J-Mane. Because FYB J-Mane
Who?
is cool with Wooski since they're both from 63rd. And J-Mane doesn't like how Adam 22 always tries talking about and trolling 63rd members, but doesn't do the same with the members from O-Block and the other side. Because Adam was doing an interview
Long
with
Lil
No
King
Limit
Bud.
Cairo and brings up FYB J-Mane and Wooski. Adam mentions Wooski
These
being
names
slow
turn
in
into
a joking way
sentences, yo.
due to a situation where Wooski got shot in the head while attending a funeral.
Like he a real but he don't give me no Wooski vibes. I'm like,
Wooski vibes is crazy.
like why is you even like, come on, fuck.
I don't think you want to have Wooski vibes anyway. Wooski's vibes are a little off these days.
It's too long.
Shout out
Adam
to him,
22.
Not long
need-
after Wooski saw the clip,
That's another
Wooski
man
DM'd
himself
Adam
that's
on
weird.
IG to try to check him about the situation since Adam isn't really in the streets and shouldn't be picking sides. But Adam didn't take Wooski seriously and responded by telling Wooski, I can hear the brain damage through the screen. That's when one day, FYB J-Mane was on No Jumper and checked Adam for trying to troll Wooski's and FBG Duck's mama in front of him. Because J-Mane even upped his strap on Adam for playing the wrong way.
He disrespected Mama Duck. He
How did I
disrespected
disrespect
Wooski.
Mama Duck? What is that about? Where'd that rumor come from?
It's you letting him disrespect Mama Duck.
Remo was there.
Okay.
She was trying to
Mama Duck was trying to who?
like me.
After talking about Wooski, J-Mane brings up the fact that Adam shouldn't have asked FBG Duck's mom a sexual question about J-Mane since it was disrespectful. And that's when they get into a
What?
little heated argument since J-Mane wasn't trolling.
Asked her if she got turned on when she saw you have with someone.
That's disrespectful to ask FBG Duck Mama, bro.
She's a human being.
So what if we ask Adam Mama, do you want to FYB J-Mane? How would you feel? How would you feel?
It would be like a
Seconds later, J-Mane pulls out his strap and lets Adam know he'll go off for real if he doesn't stop playing the wrong way.
bug the up. Head different. Who ain't gonna let me bring my 50?
Why
didn't
is
you
that
make
real?
this a party?
What? Is it real? Don't you see what PGF Nook say? Tape around that just to make sure it fit. Do your homework on what PGF Nook said in that song.
Let's stay.
And J-Mane isn't the
Why
only
you wanna
rapper
pull out
to
a
be
gun?
disrespectful
Sit
with No Jumper
down.
for asking him
Why
a
y'all
question. Upcoming Atlanta drill artist, Baby Kia, did an interview with No Jumper.
what?
And during the interview, Adam kept asking Kia a lot of questions he already knew the answers to. Adam asked Kia if he signed a deal yet, but already knows the answer to that question. Since after Kia tells him yes, Adam responds by letting him know he got a call from Baby Kia's label, letting him know that he signed.
But did you sign yet?
I signed APG.
You did sign the APG. I got a call from my boy Eli. He let me know that you're.
So why would you ask me, did you sign yet?
Well, I don't know if you want to keep it a secret or not. I'm not trying to fuck up his play.
All right, it's cool. I'm signing APG. You see on my head doing.
Thankfully, Baby Kia didn't take the question too seriously.
Oh, okay,
like some
yeah, it's
rappers
cool.
do.
Don't
a man
take it
named
serious.
607 Unc is known in the hip hop scene for interviewing a lot of people. One day, 607 Unc and Sean Ferrari were doing an interview with Off the Porch. During the interview, Unc was acting crazy the whole interview because the interviewer asked Unc his age. For some reason, this seemed to upset him, so he got up and walked out of the interview.
How old are you, Unc? You wrote Country Grammar?
Tell him how old you is,
Listen, as long as I've been on this show.
Oh,
Listen, no. Look, I've been on this show. So I watched this show a lot of times, right? I ain't never saw you ask no how old they is. You know what I'm saying? You must
He
find
old.
somebody
He must be around 40.
Old enough to your mama and rich enough to come out of this. You finish this alone.
Now, let's move
Ain't
on
no
to
way
Gucci
you
Mane,
got mad,
because he
bro.
got disrespectful and walked out of an interview when asked about a past beef. He even accused a popular radio
this the one
host
with,
of trying to hook up with him. After being released from prison in
Breakfast Club?
2016,
Yeah.
he did an interview with The Breakfast Club where he revealed that Angela Yee tried to hook up with him back in the day. At the start of the interview, everything seemed to be cool. But after 15 minutes into the interview, Gucci confronts Angela Yee for trying to sleep with him. They were laughing about how intimidating he was the first time he went to The Breakfast Club. Angela Yee said that she had never been intimidated by Gucci since he was always nice to her. But Gucci says he was intimidated for a different reason. He goes on to reveal that the two of them had a history and that he was scared that he'd confront her about something else.
Look at that.
That's what Gucci said. Did he say that during the interview? Y'all terrified?
What would I be saying? What you gonna do to me?
It's not what I was gonna do. It's not
we've
what I
seen
would do to
videos.
you. It's what I was gonna say to you.
Oh.
You know, because we had already had a history.
Hey, you smash Angela Yee, Gucci?
Okay.
Of course not.
Wait, so of course not.
I'm saying, come on, guys.
She didn't try it.
Okay. She didn't try it.
She was on my.
Oh, okay.
That is a lie.
I'm not lying.
No, we was cool. I was not on your. Stop
You
it.
used to be texting me what hotel you was at.
Both deny that they ever hooked up.
I remember
And Angela
it.
says
I remember
he's
that.
lying. You can see that Gucci felt some type of way since Gucci was telling the truth. After the clip went viral, fans discovered the interview where Angela was hitting on Gucci back in 2010.
Oh my God. He must really have a big because he always says that.
It is. You never want to put your hand in these pants.
Then, in 2019, Gucci posted a clip of him confronting Angela Yee to his IG and claimed that the exchange had gotten him banned from going on The Breakfast Club ever again. Now, let's move on to Charleston
Oh,
White.
God,
Because even
not
though he's
Charleston
a rapper,
White.
He's a known face in the hip-hop community and has even dropped a few singles. Because Charleston White had an interview with DJ UTV in which he completely went off and poured out a strap on DJ U for defending FBG Duck's mother and King Von's family. Charleston White tells DJ U that he doesn't care about King Von since Von was a killer. And that's when DJ U tells him not to say that about them.
The knowledge I got, King Von was a killer. My mama had 2 sons locked up for murder, and my mama let everybody know I'm not in agreement in what my son's done.
Yeah.
But look, so this is what I'm saying. You can't make me care about King Von mama. That bitch. I don't give a about his mama. Y'all love his mama. I don't.
Charleston then goes on to get even madder.
He telling
since
the
helped
truth.
FBG Duck's mother and felt like he had the right to talk about her. But DJ U told him to chill. That's when Charleston White completely flashes out and pours out his strap on DJ U.
And I kill a behind me saying mama. I done helped them. So somebody else helped them. And I ain't now to the. So y'all go help them. Since y'all got so much to say,
Facts.
give me back the money then. I ain't have to help now more you right. My mama ain't got a bunch of kids that died. All you buried your baby, y'all pain. Keep a mother done. Keep a mother done. Keep a mother done, Chicago.
What you grabbing your gun?
Say, homie, you
got
man, you better sit down, homie. What you mean what I'm on? You don't with me with a gun in my hand.
Thankfully, Charleston didn't end up smoking someone during this interview because
Yeah,
things
y'all
were
be
pretty
so
heated.
defensive
But
over these
that
rappers.
isn't the only time
Yes,
Charleston
they
got
be killing
disrespectful
people,
in an
bro.
interview. In February 2024, he was on a podcast named Go Crazy, and the 2 podcast hosts seemed to be trying to pick with Charleston based on the questions they were asking him. Because Charleston lets the podcast host know to make him feel comfortable. The first question the host asks is straight up disrespectful. You can see Charleston was confused when hearing the question.
Okay, make me feel comfortable.
Get real comfortable.
You say, yo, crazy. Go crazy.
Get real comfortable.
They told me don't come.
Get straight to this shit. I got the question. What the f wrong with you?
What?
Like, what you be on? Like, what's your angle? Like the way, like, what you?
I'm an angry.
I figured.
I wake up just like the rest of you that shoot up the neighborhood. I wake up angry just like everybody else. Go to the club that don't pay attention to no.
While Charleston was answering the question, the second podcast host asked Charleston another hostile question. And it seems as if the host was trying to get Charleston to go off with the way they were asking the questions, but he responded calmly.
And always pop like you a happy. So now you contradict. I be checking you out. You popping like you like a rapper or something now, ain't you?
Well, the rappers have always mimicked the street, the players from the streets. The rappers have never came up with their own identity.
So you a carbon cop?
Nah,
What?
Nah, I was born before rap. I mimic Uncle Wayne them, who had a watch, who had a chain, who had a pinky ring, and who had cars that they own in barbershops. Yeah, I'm a barbershop.
Charleston then lets the podcast host know that it seemed like he was in his feelings with the questions he was asking, and he doesn't like talking to younger dudes for that reason. That's when things started getting heated, and Charleston walked out of the interview because they were unprofessional.
But to go back to your feelings, I'm contradicting.
Nah, we standing on feelings. This ain't no feelings.
No,
you taking your brain.
That's why I don't like talking to young. How are you?
I ain't young.
How old are you?
I'm old enough to know I'm standing on business, answer the question.
So stand on business, don't
So
get.
you asked me a question and you won't let me answer. You asked me a question.
But you want some police? Hey, I asked you something. You go with your
question was.
What's the first question? Let me see how old ass guy
Man, I'm
memory.
done. Get the back their money. They won't let me answer the question. Get the back their money. Man,
Hey man, get your ass back. Hey, get your sister back over here.
Charleston could have been way more disrespectful than some rappers get because Kanye went mega viral back in 2022 for a lot of his interviews. In one interview with Piers Morgan, Ye completely went off because he felt that Piers was talking to him like a slave. Ye
I
was
remember
talking
this.
about him getting
Kanye
dropped
went
from
crazy.
Adidas and how everyone.
I remember this. Kanye went
during this
crazy.
interview. And in the middle of Ye talking, Piers cuts Ye short, and Ye gets pissed because of it.
To go to the top lawyers, the top execs, the owners of the stadiums, the owners of the football teams, and the owners of the record labels, and we're gonna put them all in one room, and we're gonna read every. Let's go top 10 in each one of these categories, right? Let's read Michael B. Jordan's
but why would
contract.
any of that-
Let's
okay,
read
but why
Aaron
would any
Donald's
of
con-
that- why would any of that-
Bro, I ain't finished. I ain't finished my sentence.
Nothing you're saying has anything to do with regret.
Hey, boy, don't finish. I told you. Oh, don't treat me like a boy then. I'm gonna finish my sentence of my idea.
Later in the interview, Ye walked out of the interview since he wasn't rocking with how Piers was talking to him.
After that moment happens, then I will say, I'm sorry.
Okay, if that's your position. That's clear.
Interview adjourned. Love you.
Now, let's move on to Baby Los, because Los started to make a name for himself after he linked up with the Island Boys in 2020. And fans considered him the fourth Island Boy. Los was even with the Island Boys when they got into a huge fight in Hawaii. But recently, Hood Rich Kevin tried to get Los to speak on a viral video where the Island Boys kissed each other. And this is what pissed Los off and made him flash out on the interviewer.
I gotta ask you, bro. Like, this is everybody wants to know. Did you see the Island Boys kiss?
Bruh, stop mentioning them dudes for real, bruh. Like,
no, I'm just saying though, like,
no,
did you
bruh,
see them do something together?
No, fam. Fam, they wasn't gay when I was around, fam. Like, bruh, stop doing that, bruh. Like, this interview ain't about that. Like, it could go down in this interview, bruh.
Bro, there you go. See, they go, bro.
Do you want it to go down in this interview?
It's a question.
Do you want it to go down, yes or no?
And thankfully, Los ain't popped the interviewer for asking that question, because things could have gone horribly wrong. But now, let's move on to NBA YoungBoy, because he also had a pretty crazy moment during an interview where he gets pissed that the interviewer is asking too many questions. Some say it seems like YoungBoy was also high during this interview, which is why he acted this way.
But don't be a dominant at the same time. You gotta understand they're using me as entertainment and become self-destruction too. Cause I ain't no entertainment.
What?
You know, some be spoke on. Why? Man, this to be continued.
Is in terms of like every time it's
But if you thought that was crazy,
Man,
one rapper
sit
predicted
down,
in his
what?
last interview, and another predicted his in his last snippet. So click this video to see rappers' most disturbing last recordings.
Wow.
How much does it cost to charge?
See you guys later. Peace.